Hey, what's up? Hello, everyone. Welcome into Fantasy Filmball, the show where we turn movies into sports and sports into something we don't talk about here. My name is Matt.
My name is Dyl, and today we have a very, very special episode because we are live reacting to the Golden Globes nominations. If you look here, Matt and myself, we may look a little bit tired. We just rolled out of bed so early in the morning because the Globes, for some reason, want to announce at 8:30 in the morning. So we're here, we're ready to go. These nominations are rolling in as we speak. But before we dive in today, as always, if you want to keep up to date with all the Oscar content that we're doing here on the channel, consider subscribing, leaving a like, leaving a comment, or even joining our Discord community where we talk about these award shows. So Matt, what are you really expecting here today at the Globes?
I'm expecting a huge turnout for Barbie. I'm expecting a huge turnout for Oppenheimer. And something people are less expecting, I'm really expecting to see a big show for American Fiction, which I think is going to largely sweep these awards.
Previously, when we did our nomination predictions the other day, I had some predictions there. Since then, I've switched up on some things a little less confident in Color Purple, a little bit more confident in May, December. But one thing I'm really keeping an eye out here is how strong is the holdovers for real? Because everyone talks about, oh, Alexander Payne, he's the Globe's darling. He gets it for screenplay every time. He gets it for director every time. And if he does again, maybe I have to take it serious for director at the Oscars. If he misses, kind of feel vindicated. And then on the flip side, you mentioned Barbie dominating. I want to see Greta Gerwig get in here. I want to see maybe a Barbie supporting actress get in. And I think that will be the real test for Color Purple as well. Do both get in? Is it just Brooks? Or, shocker, does zero get in?
That would be the big shocker if Color Purple just craps out across the board. If that happens, I'd have to say it's just out of the race.
It's tragic that might be true. But yeah, if Color Purple, a musical, flops with the Globes, a body that normally loves musicals, big X across the board. But one thing we have to keep in mind before we dive into these nominations is the Golden Globes do have a new voting body for the most part. Like, some of the old members are still here, but they've gone from like 80 members to like 300 members. So our typical Globes that we know and maybe love or hate don't look the same at all. Last year we kind of saw that where they had some Globesy stuff, but it was pretty different across the board. So who knows, maybe this year something like Past Lives, Anatomy of a Fall, Zone of Interest, because it's more international voters, can really like show up across the board.
That is true. We do have to take into consideration that this is not the normal awards body that we've typically experienced. So what does that mean for us? What is that going to change? I guess we'll have to see.
So Matt, how do you want to dive into this? We can go top of the line first. We can start at the very bottom.
Let's start at the very bottom. I feel like it's always exciting just being like trying to figure out what's going to happen as we get closer to the picture categories.
You know, we have a new very bottom of our Golden Globes because there is the Cinematic and Box Office Achievement Award. And just so it's spoken out here, I am reading these nominations from Variety.com. So if they misreport or anything like that, it's there. I'm not reading from the Direct Globes website or watch the live stream, anything like that. This is all raw first thoughts. But starting off, Cinematic and Box Office Achievement, we have Barbie.
Barbie, yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Ooh, okay. That makes sense.
John Wick Chapter 4.
Oh, neither of us called that as, like, even a possibility.
Neither. I had it, like, 11. I was like, it was a hit, but, like, I just felt like it was in the past. It wasn't really talked about, but clearly here, John Wick campaigning from Lionsgate, maybe he's doing something. This next one, though, I disagree. Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1. A flop in the category.
Oh, you know what we've missed? There's no Elemental.
I guess that makes sense too. Elemental is kind of a flop, but Mission Impossible also big flop.
Oh,
also no Hunger Games.
No Hunger Games. Holy shit.
All right, Oppenheimer is here. Another movie that made tons of money. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Good shit.
The Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Wahoo!
And number 8, Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour, No Sound of Freedom.
They didn't go for Sound of Freedom. We can rest at ease. We can chill.
You know what else is in here? The whole talk about like, oh yeah, if you can provide evidence that your movie's gonna gross the correct amounts. No Wonka.
There's nothing that hasn't already released.
And no streaming movies.
No streaming movies, which makes sense. It's a box office award. How are you going to give a streaming movie a box office award?
I guess that's where the cinematic achievement comes in, but yeah, it's still a box office award.
So can we agree right now, Barbie wins this?
Yeah, I think Barbie wins this unless they just go Oppenheimer crazy and go Oppenheimer across the board. But I also think they'll go Barbie crazy too.
I guess the argument for Oppenheimer is that it's a more serious movie, so maybe it's a larger achievement that it made as much money as it did, because that type of movie doesn't typically hit with a wide audience. I could see an argument for Oppenheimer being like, wow, I can't believe that made that much money. I think it's just Barbie, though.
Small chance I think Eras Tour just surprises, but I would lean Barbie as well. So I'm going to scroll up here a little bit because there's some TV awards, and now we have Best Motion Picture Animated. All right, so
I'm expecting Super Mario to be here.
Well, Boy and the Heron is here.
Okay.
Elemental is here. So no Chicken Run.
Yep, no Chicken Run.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is here, so no Nimona.
No Nimona, no Migration.
Super Mario Bros. Is here.
There we go. There we are.
Suzume.
Ha!
And we have one spot left, and it's going to Disney for Wish.
Oh.
Wish is still alive.
Hilarious.
No
You were
Netflix
right.
movies. I don't know if that means anything that neither of the Netflix contenders are here because Super Mario was probably always getting in. It was just that sixth slot of Suzume, which they always kind of do, not a weird, but like an out there type choice where they pick something that's not really in the race, but more international.
I would have expected them to go with something like Robot Dreams instead. And also, I mean, they already had that covered with The Boy and the Heron. So why Suzume? Suzume's not good.
Some other people thought maybe The Peasants, but I don't really know how that reads for The Peasants overall that it missed this nomination. But Wish, it's here. It's still alive. I don't have to drop it next month. Cool.
That is definitely good news for you and bad news for everyone with taste. Sorry.
Well, speaking of taste, we're in Best Original Song, and I just saw a choice for a nomination, but I'll go in order here.
Oh, let me guess. It's Peaches.
Peaches is here. Yeah, I'll scroll down. Peaches is here.
Peaches.
So we have all three Barbie songs. What Was I Made For? Dance the Night, and I'm Just Ken.
Jesus Christ.
So you're going to get loads of Globes points for Filmball there with the Barbie pick there.
There we are.
Then we have Peaches from Super Mario Bros. We have Road to Freedom by Lenny Kravitz and Rustin.
Oh, my God. Oh, no.
And then our sixth slot is not a Hunger Games movie. It is Addicted to Romance from She Came to Me by Bruce Springsteen.
Sorry, what?
Who knows? Who knows? Addicted to Romance from the movie She Came to Me by Bruce Springsteen. This is the Globes version of the Diane Warren slot.
If we can give a nomination to The Boss, we're all good. It's I got no problem. It's The Boss.
Not Boss Baby, The Boss.
The Boss.
We have Best Non-English Language Film. We have Anatomy of a Fall from France, Fallen Leaves from Finland, Lo Capitano from Italy, Past Lives from the USA, Society of Snow from Spain, and Zone of Interest from the United Kingdom.
Okay, so
no Taste of Things.
Yeah, no Taste of Things.
Perfect
no
Days.
Perfect Days. That doesn't tell us anything more about the actual Oscar race, I guess.
I can't remember. Did EO make it last year?
I don't think so.
Okay, so maybe it's not a
They're
death
too
blow
basic.
for Totem yet. So, but I mean, Fallen Leaves is a pull. Maybe that is a stronger contender than we may think it is.
It definitely is a stronger contender than we maybe have thought. It's been showing up everywhere this award season so far.
And I think a big question here is, what do the Globes do? Because we have Anatomy, which has been sweeping a lot of these awards, Zone, which is a big Oscar contender, and then we have Past Lives, which is probably the biggest movie overall. But the Globes show they don't really care which strongest, because last year they went with Argentina 1985. So who knows? Maybe it's like Fallen Leaves that walks away with this.
It's really going to depend on how these awards progress. If we see a lot of strength for Anatomy of a Fall, then let's go that way. If we see a lot more strength for Past Lives, then let's go that way. I'm going to predict entirely based on the total nomination count, which means for me it's between Past Lives and Anatomy of a Fall.
Best Original Score and Motion Picture. Of course, we have Ludwig Göransson for Oppenheimer.
There we go. Makes a lot of sense.
Then we have two other major Best Picture contenders that we are both currently predicting for the Oscars, Poor Things and Killers of the Flower Moon.
So
we
what
have
the
the Zone of Interest.
Ooh, okay. So they do like Zone of Interest.
We have Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse and The Boy and the Heron.
Let's go.
So we have two animated movies, three big Best Picture contenders, and then Zone of Interest is here. I mean, it's Globes. They're probably going Oppenheimer, but maybe Killers, maybe Spider-Verse. Who really knows?
Or, hear me out, Boy and the Heron.
Boy and the Heron. I like this category. They didn't go with any like basic picks, and they went with a little bit of inspired choices too. Like Zone is not something that many people were predicting for the Globes, and they
exactly.
went with it.
Zone is a very inspired choice for a Golden Globes pick. So is Boy and the Heron. Definitely was not really expecting either of those to be there, but very happy that they are. To me, this kind of shuts down people who were saying, "Oh, there's 3 animated contenders in score, and Boy and the Heron is the 3rd most likely," because now I think it's clear it's at least ahead of Elemental.
Probably true. I know the Globes don't really love Thomas Newman. I think compared to like his 13 Oscar nominations, he has 2 Globes nominations. So maybe this isn't the best read, but still, Boy and the Heron's a lot stronger. It's hitting at some of these above the line shows where I was like, I'll believe it when it starts hitting those. Which here we do have it hitting. We have Best Supporting Actress in a Motion Picture.
Oh no!
Do you want ABC order, or do you want the insane one first?
Let's go ABC because I want to be surprised by it. So Color Purple, we got to see. Are they here?
Well, before any Color Purple could show up, we have Emily Blunt for Oppenheimer.
Of course, that's so Globes. They haven't changed.
It is. Danielle Brooks for the Color Purple did show up.
Boom.
I'm just realizing Color Purple missed song.
But their song category is so weird that it does not really factor in.
Yeah, but I feel that shows a sign of strength, maybe. I don't know. Jodie Foster, Naiad. Boom.
There you
go.
Jodie
Foster, sweep.
No America Ferrera.
No Ferrera, and we're skipping H because we're going to M with Julianne Moore for May December. Snow Henson.
Snow Henson. 1 Color Purple.
Rosamund Pike for Saltburn is one of them.
Oh.
So congratulations.
Shit. Oh, man.
And our final nomination is Divine Joy Randolph for The Holdovers.
Okay, so what did we miss?
I miss Cruz.
So
Cruz isn't here, Viola Davis isn't here, Henson isn't here. Moore did get in for May December, Foster's here, Pike's here. So from those last 3 spots that we were kind of who could it be? No Ferreira as well. So
this category makes sense to me. It's not a big shocker in any way. There's some yeah, that's a weird miss, but we're kind of shaping up a little bit more. I'm not expecting Rosamund Pike or Jodie Foster to continue in the Oscar race, but I am definitely seeing things really shape up for Divine Joy Randolph, for Danielle Brooks, and for Julianne Moore, and maybe for Emily Blunt, but I do think she might just be a Globes thing.
I think Foster can show up at SAG, but I don't know if she can make it to the Oscar. And I'm going to make a bold take here. I'm going to have Blunt number 1 for Supporting Actress and
really?
Globes, for the Globes.
I'm going to say Brooks still. I just think she will walk away with a lot of these televised awards this year, but it really does depend how strong is the movie in general, because we don't know if it's going to miss some of the other categories that we have coming up.
So that kind of perfectly leads us into Best Supporting Actor, where maybe Coleman Domingo's here, maybe he isn't, but we're going to start off with Willem Dafoe for Poor Things.
Oh, I didn't predict him here, but I'm so happy he is.
Someone who's been kind of on the downward spiral in terms of nominations in this category, but I still feel very strong in, is Robert De Niro for Kills of the Flower Moon, who pops up.
Yeah. Cool.
Robert Downey Jr. for Oppenheimer.
RRR.
And to continue RRR, we have Ryan Gosling for Barbie. So that means no Coleman Domingo. No Coleman Domingo, and we get the 3 RRRs and Dafoe and Charles Melton May December.
There we go. Okay, you were right. I was wrong.
And our number 6 is Mark Ruffalo for Poor Things.
Mark Ruffalo for Poor Things. Okay. So that's
no
just that's just the top 6?
I would say that's the top 6.
No Sterling K. Brown, so my hopes of a huge showing for American Fiction are dwindling, because it wasn't in score either.
In terms of a win here, I'm not really sure. The biasness in me is oh yeah, Oppenheimer, sweet, Downey Jr., but I really want to see Melton with a TV award, but that seems a little too far-fetched for the Globes. I feel Globes would be a Gosling place.
Yeah, Globes are a Gosling place. I am very certain in that.
Now that moves us over to Best Performance by an Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy, kicking things off with Nick Cage in Dream Scenario.
Whoa, you called it.
I mean, that category was so desolate. To me, him missing would have been a huge question mark. Then we have Timothée Chalamet for Wonka.
There we are, Wonka.
Matt Damon, Air.
Okay.
Paul Giamatti for The Holdovers. We have Joaquin Phoenix for Beau Was Afraid.
Yeah.
So
oh my
that
God.
means no Jamie Foxx, because number 6 is Jeffrey Wright for American Fiction.
Dude, we said that would never happen, that there was no chance.
I think we both said it would be so cool, but why would the Globes do it?
Well, yeah, because it's my 3rd favorite movie of the year, and no one agrees with me on that. So I'm so happy, because he would be my winner in Best Actor, personally.
Good nomination here. I would have loved to see Jamie Foxx get in, but this category, obviously, I'd rather have Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, Joaquin Phoenix is so good.
You know, Jeffrey Wright, Giamatti, they make the most sense, but Globes could globe and give it to Wonka and Timmy. But I'm going to predict Giamatti for the time being.
I'm going to predict Jeffrey Wright. I just think American Fiction is stronger here in general. I don't see Paul Giamatti winning. He is winning a lot of critics' prizes. I will say that.
I just saw the line for Best Performance by an Actress in a Comedy or Musical, and we have shakeups here. Fantasia Barrino, Color Purple.
Good.
Boom. Jennifer Lawrence, No Hard Feelings. Why did I listen to you? I took her out.
I convinced you to take her out. I'm sorry.
Natalie Portman, May December.
Okay.
I'm going to skip over this next person. We'll return here because the other two we obviously know are Margot Robbie for Barbie and Emma Stone for Poor Things.
So who
do you think is our number 6?
It's not Abby Ryder-Fortson.
No. This person may not even been on Gold Derby.
It's not Sarah Bareilles, which was my pick.
Think international.
International. Is it someone from Fallen Leaves?
It is. It's Alma.
What?
I don't know how to say her last name. Is it Posty?
Yeah, she's Finnish. Don't worry about not saying her last name. It is very hard to say Finnish names.
Lead actress named Alma is here.
Holy shit. I thought for a second you were going to say it was like Taylor Swift.
Honestly, would have been based, but crazy pick there.
I guess they loved Fallen Leaves.
I mean, I guess so, or just shows how weak comedy musical actress is, and that just very much solidifies
it's not
that.
Really, though. They could have put Abby Ryder-Fortson in.
I guess New Globe's international voting body does not like kids. No Sessa, no Fordston.
Any other year, we would have seen Abby Ryder-Fortson.
That makes it clear for my next film ball. I am dropping Little Mermaid for whatever, because I'm not getting these Globes points for it.
Halle Bailey is not there.
In terms of a win, I'll go Emma Stone.
It's Emma Stone. No question. Done. Wrap it up.
Now we have Best Performance by an Actress in a Motion Picture Drama. Ooh. We have Lily Gladstone, Kills of the Flower Moon. Globes are not like LA Film Critic Circle, putting her in supporting. They put her in lead. Carey Mulligan, Maestro. Sandra Hüller, Anatomy of a Fall. Annette Bening, Naiad.
Okay, yeah.
Greta Lee, Past Lives, and Kaylee Spaney for Priscilla. Our 6 made it in, 6 for 6 in this category.
Well, I had tried to take a big swing and say Greta Lee would not make it. I messed up a little bit, but I can't remember who I put in instead.
I think you had Ingenue Ellis.
Oh, yeah.
She's the only other person I could think of in this category.
Yeah, Ingenue Ellis was the one I had instead of Greta Lee, which was probably a bad choice, but hey. Meh.
I am still going to be Lily Gladstone has this award in the bag. I know there's a camp out there that's saying no, it's Mulligan's, but to me, I just don't see how Gladstone loses this TV award.
No, Lily Gladstone wins for sure. 100%. Lock it up. Same level of lock as Emma Stone in Actress Comedy Musical. Lock it, ship it, send it.
I am happy to see Kaylee Spaney get it for Priscilla. It shows that this is alive at non-critic circles, so that she still has a shot getting for Actress number 5, but Actress is a stat category this year. Moving over to another stat category is Best Performance by an Actor in a Motion Picture Drama. We have Bradley Cooper, Maestro.
Okay, we got Cooper. That's expected.
Cillian Murphy, Oppenheimer. Leonardo DiCaprio, Killers of the Flower Moon.
There we go. He's been missing a lot lately.
What is this? I don't understand the order they have these movies in, but Coleman Domingo's number 4 for Rustin.
Oh, my shot failed.
Because they're not in ABC order of the movie, they're not in ABC order of the last name, and they're not in ABC order of the first name. So I don't really know what the order is here. But number 5 is Andrew Scott for All of Us Strangers.
Cool. So we both got that. That's good.
Is Barry Keoghan for Saltburn.
No.
Yeah, there's our Globesy sucky nomination.
They've given 2 nominations to Saltburn already.
And he gave 2 nominations and he didn't give it to the best performance in the movie. But Keoghan, I guess. I mean, I would have liked to see Joaquin Phoenix in for Napoleon. I know I haven't seen Iron Claw, but apparently Zac Efron's great. That would have been a very cool nomination as well. I'm sure there's someone else along the lines. Keoghan, to me, I just thought he was really bad in the movie. I know that's kind of a hot take because everyone else I hear talk about Saltburn, even the people who don't like it, seem to like him. Like, I get liking Barry Keoghan as like an actor, but I just thought he was not good in that movie. But in terms of a win here, Cooper, I guess. I want to go Murphy, and I think this could be the first sign of like, hey, Murphy is for real, but I guess I have to go Cooper until he loses something.
Maybe Cillian Murphy's argument is that they're going to love Oppenheimer across the board. They're going to give it multiple wins. So maybe that's his argument for, why he kind of pushes ahead, but I think it's just Cooper in this category the whole year long.
I guess in terms of the grand scheme of things, I think Murphy has BAFTA. I think Cooper has SAG. So really, this would be like the tiebreaker between the two of who's out in front for the Oscar for the Globe. I would lean Murphy here, but also that doesn't sound right in the grand scheme of things. But that moves us over to Screenplay, where we have Barbie.
No American Fiction.
Maybe. You'll have to see. The order these are in don't make the most sense. Barbie,
Okay, so I won't try and call it based on the alphabetical then. Barbie,
Poor
Holdovers,
Things.
you said? Poor Things?
Nope. Barbie, Poor Things, Oppenheimer.
Barbie, Poor Things, Oppenheimer.
Killers of the Flower Moon.
Killers of the Flower Moon.
Past Lives.
Past Lives.
And Anatomy of a Fall.
So no American Fiction.
No American Fiction, no Holdovers. That's why I said the order of these don't make the most sense. Why is Anatomy last?
I say Barbie wins this category, and now I have to reckon with, because I expected American Fiction to win this category, do I now take it out of my picture slot in at the Oscars? Because it's clearly not as strong at the Globes as I thought it was, and it needed to be strong at the Globes.
I don't think that's the movie that we really need to take out of our picture slot if we're trying to make room for other stuff. I still feel that's a very safe screenplay.
I mean my winner.
Oh, your winner. Yeah, I mean, I would have moved that a few weeks ago. But, I would agree with that. Welcome aboard. But Anatomy of a Fall in here, I think that needs to come back into our Best Picture top 10, if it wasn't already.
Yes. Anatomy of a Fall is strong.
And if I had to pick someone who I think is out front here, I think I would be inclined to say Barbie as well, but Oppenheimer, I feel like Oppenheimer's winning either this or actor. I don't think it will win both because I have it winning another big prize as well. So I think it's going to walk away with 2 to 4 Globes wins, and I feel like screenplay and actor would be like number 3, and then supporting actress could be number 4. So like I guess if I'm going Murphy and actor, I'll go Barbie here in screenplay.
Yep, Barbie and screenplay makes sense.
But we've seen so much love for Kills of the Flower Moon. Maybe this is the category where the Globes are like, hey, we want to give this and actress.
I don't think they'd give it the screenplay prize. If anything, it's not where that movie shines the brightest.
That brings us over to Best Director, where we have Bradley Cooper for Maestro. Such a Globes pick, but such a good pick in my opinion. Don't like the movie, but his direction's very good. Greta Gerwig for Barbie. She's here. She's alive. She is for real. Yorgos Lanthimos for Poor Things.
Okay, so no Poor Jefferson. Nolan. So my hopes and dreams are being killed.
Christopher Nolan for Oppenheimer. Martin Scorsese for Kills of the Flower Moon.
Martin Scorsese. So no Alexander Payne either.
No Payne. Payne hits everywhere. Payne
so
doesn't hit everywhere.
Let me guess. Do we finish off with Justine Triet?
No.
Oh.
Celine Song.
Celine Song. Ooh, she's back in the race.
I mean, we talked about this, I think, a long time ago. I don't know if we mentioned it in our last Globes prediction, but the Globes are a place where they do recognize some of these smaller movies throughout time. Like Coda did hit in multiple categories the year that came out when no one else was really predicting it. So like Past Lives, I think in our first Globe predictions, I had it like in every category, which it does seem like now it does hit every category. Just I kind of lost it in the meantime, but it's back here. Yeah, I guess I should clarify. Every category it's for real in.
So we can agree this is Christopher Nolan, right?
Yes, Nolan.
There's really not many huge surprises today.
Not really, but maybe we have a big surprise here in Best Picture, Musical or Comedy. Kicking things off with Barbie. Poor Things. American Fiction.
Hey, yo.
The Holdovers.
Okay.
May December.
No Color Purple.
And Air. No Color Purple is going to be our big surprise of the day. Yeah, so Color Purple, I think we just did a prediction episode like a week ago. I'm like, Color Purple is like number 4, number 5.
No, you had Color Purple number 2.
In this category, yeah. I was talking about in picture, like
picture. And Oscars, yeah.
Yeah, so like, no, that's probably like a lower no, because I think Anatomy's taking that slot. Here, I mean, our winner's Barbie. Maybe there's still the case for like American Fiction, as you're talking about before, or Poor Things. It did kind of hit every category it's needed to so far. May December also looked very strong, but you don't know how much is that because it's a musical comedy or just because they like the movie. Air is in here. Air shows life. Air, is it in the race? No, but it shows life. We were right all along. Air is a Globes movie. Why did we backtrack?
We backtracked because all signs were pointing in a different direction. There's also no Wonka here, so that's worth mentioning.
I just scrolled up and saw Best Picture Drama.
Oh, no, don't say that.
Before we go to
did they give it to Ferrari?
No Ferrari here. Don't worry. Don't worry. Best motion picture drama, I'll get the 4 obvious ones out of the way.
Okay.
Oppenheimer, Killers, Maestro, Past Lives. 4 obvious ones. We have 2 slots left. Want to take a guess? Anything that could be in here?
I'm going to guess Napoleon is one of them.
Not Napoleon.
No?
If it would have been
Saltburn.
Napoleon, we would have saw Phoenix. Not Saltburn, surprisingly.
Not Saltburn.
Think about movies that are overperforming today that we're like, oh, these aren't Globes movies, but they're Globes movies.
Zone of Interest, Anatomy of a Fall.
Yes. No Glazer, but Zone of Interest in picture.
Wow.
Zone of Interest,
I was
Anatomy,
not
motion
expecting
picture,
that to
drama.
be a
The first
Globes
time they can
thing.
nominate international movies in these main categories, we get 2 of them.
We get oh wow. Wow. Hey, that's pretty cool. And hey, that's the sign of life that we needed for Zone of Interest.
It is, and what I think is really most interesting here is when we go to that international feature category, 3 of those movies are motion picture drama, so it's not like, oh, it's Past Lives to Lose,
Yeah,
it's
we
Anatomies to Lose,
cannot
they're
tell.
all there.
Yeah, maybe it's Past Lives to Lose because it got screenplay and director, whereas the others only got...
Glazer missing director's weird if it got into picture, though.
It is weird overall. Just all around weird. There's nothing not weird about Zone of Interest making it into picture and barely any other categories, just score. Are we expecting a Barbenheimer reunion tour where both of them win?
I am. I've been saying that ever since they both came out. I don't really see Oppenheimer losing, but if I guess it did, it's to the movie it's been losing so far to, of Killers of the Flower Moon, which also hit everything it needed to here.
Oppenheimer wins drama. I am torn on comedy musical. My gut still tells me that American Fiction will somehow pull through, but that's a stupid thing to predict because it missed every category except for actor and picture. There is no other nominations for American Fiction. That is not a good sign. So instead, I think I'm going to have to predict Barbie.
Well, that is our Golden Globes reactions here. Matt was just saying nothing crazy is going on, and then boom, craziness. Color Purple's out. Zone of Interest shows up in drama. We love to see it. The Globes, love them or hate them, they always are fun to talk about. So if you want to talk about it, like I mentioned before, link in the description to our Discord where we're both in there, as well as so many other people that you see here on the channel and that play the game. But until next time, my name is Dyl.
And my name is Matt, and this has been Fantasy Filmball.